Sup guys, Ben Stevens here. So yeah, I'm gonna do a tutorial for the flame skiffs in Dodongo's Cavern. A lot of people get freaked out by these. They're really not that bad. There's a lot of different techniques that go into these things, so pay attention and just try to utilize everything that I explain here, because there are a lot of good tips and tricks that people seem to forget when they do these tricks. Alright, so obviously you're supposed to solve this puzzle with the slingshot, but I don't like these settings. Okay, why you wouldn't do? I just got this save off like power saves, so it's just stock saves. Anyways, so let me explain one thing real quick about how this game works. When you're really close to an edge, you just kind of climb off like that. If you back walk off an edge, you also do that. Now, if you back walk off an edge, see, I'm on the edge, and then you start targeting, and then you climb up, you'll turn around, which is really nice. If you're kind of close to the edge, like maybe a foot away, you'll do a little tiny hop. And if you're kind of not far away at all, you'll do a big jump. So those are all important things to realize before going into this trick. You really need to know how all those mechanics work, and you have to have a decent idea of the distances you can be away from this to make it work. So I see a lot of people when they start this trick, they come in and they jump and then they try to hold back, and it's disgusting and maybe sometimes faster, but not worth it. The best thing to do is utilize that short hop and then grab this corner right here. Take your time, line it up, you know, like, it's okay to do it, like, just grab this corner, right? You have a pretty big window, and of course, as soon as I say that, I mess it up. There's a pretty big spot to grab right there. It's not as small as you think. Okay, so this is where you want to be. Now, my visual cue usually is, you can see here, there's a little bit of, you can see Link's legs right there, right? Now, if you look to the left of his left leg, you can see that there's a tiny little strip of the pillar that you can still see. I like to make it so you can't see any of that pillar, and just kind of get in this corner. So if you target, you can't see any of the pillar to the left of Link's leg. That's usually a good visual cue. And you also want to back up just a little bit after climbing up, so kind of just strafe in a down left kind of sort of way. So now it's good, just get in C up. It's pretty general which way you face here. I think usually just don't have the flames in your first person, and then you just want to hold forward, jump. Now, the thing about this trick is it's really not too much about what your actual angle is, more so what you do with it. So obviously when you jump, you want to be holding straight as you start the jump, but after you clear the flames, it's really important what you do with your control stick. And see, that angle can still see the flames, and it's good. It's really important what you want to do with your control stick, and that is you want to start holding up, but as soon as you clear that flames, you want to start to swivel to kind of an upright-ish, almost completely right, but you don't want to go completely right, because then you'll lose a lot of momentum. See, I didn't go right enough there, actually. My angle was kind of bad. The angle is important, don't get me wrong, but it's more what you do with it that's important. So here, that's good. You can't see the thing on Link's left. Wow, I'm botching this tutorial vid right here. I'm botching it. Let's try this one more time, just for demonstration purposes. Obviously, you're gonna miss it sometimes. Like, wow, dude. See, I'm jinxing myself. I'm completely jinxing myself. Good tutorial. I don't feel like re-recording this. There you go. Alright. So, that's the first part. First one isn't that bad, even though I just messed it up twice. I swear to God, that normally doesn't happen. For the sake of the video, I already cleared the Lizolfos in this room, so I'm not going to fight them. The second one is a little bit harder. So let me start you off. It's going to start the same. Now, my visual cue for this is if you look to the left, I'm actually all first person on it. There's this little plaque dot right here. You can see it. It's right in the middle of my screen, all the way at the bottom. There's just this little black dot, and you can see it when you come out here. You can see it. It's right to the right of Link's foot. Now, when you get off and grab this ledge, you want Link's right hand to be grabbing that black dot. Yeah, you want to see it's right next to it. You want it to be this. This is good, and you can do that thing I was talking about here. Yeah. So here you go. So you want to face this right here. You can do safe if you want. You don't have to. Now, a lot of times people are too close and they do this stinky little short hop and they're like, anger, rage. But it's completely avoidable. You just have to remember what I said at the beginning of the video. That all depends on where you are on the pillar. So that's kind of not best. So let's just scoot ourselves over this way. Okay. Now, if you grab the ledge and you don't get hit by the flames, you'll always come back up. So there's a pretty big range here. So let's go first person. Now, if you think you're a little closer than you need to be, you can inch back. But also, another way to ensure that you don't get a short hop is if you face the opposite direction of the way you want to jump, like here, and then you jump, it takes you a bit longer to get going, so you build up speed a little faster, so you will get a nice longer jump. So if you face the opposite direction, you are less likely to get a short hop, which is nice. A lot of people don't realize that when they go into this trick. So this is what this step should look like. I'm a little far away from the edge, so turn around. Perfect. So once you get here, there's two things you can do really. This is the one I learned at first. I think it's a little easier. Just target this wall, turn right, and then just, yep, right there. And then you can just inch down right a tiny bit, side hop. And I completely strafed off that corner, which never happens. So that was garbage. But you get the idea. That's kind of what you want to do. I think that way is a little bit easier, but apparently people have trouble with it. So just one more time, it's bam, bam. Strafe just a little bit, bam. And there you go. That puts you in a nice position for the next jump. Now let me explain the other way, which is a little bit faster. And some people think it's easier. I think it's a little bit harder, but it's definitely faster, that's for sure. Alright, so you want to get here, right kind of at the corner. My setup usually is, I'll grab this, and then I'll do side hop, and then I'll kind of just take a step, just kind of line it up right here. You want to aim right at that corner. Now, if you actually aim directly at the corner, if you jump right at the corner, Link won't grab anything if you're too close to it. So you need to either be a little bit to the left of it or a little bit to the right of it to actually grab it. And then you're just going to kind of line it up, do a jump. Now what's actually more dependent is it's not so much your angle, but it's that you hold pretty much straight up throughout the entirety of that jump. If you try to adjust yourself and so you're not going straight towards the spot you want and you have to like hold right or left a lot, then you actually are going to lose a lot of speed and you might not grab the ledge. So let's do that one more time just to give an even demonstration of what's going on here. So first step, do your short hop, get in position. Oh my god, whoops. Alright, grab that black dot with your hand. Do the jump here, side hop. Get your angle, bam, grab the corner. Alright, so the third and final jump of the second one is, once again, you're kind of going to do the same thing. This jump is essentially the exact same as the first one, except it's slightly more precise, but not much. You're going to do the same thing. Now what I like to do is actually, let me put Link's sword away here so you can see it. If you look right under Link's left foot, you can see that there's this little black kind of diagonalish line right under his left foot on that pillar. You want Link's hand to be grabbing so that you can kind of just see the edge of that line along his hand right there. and you can see it. It's just to the left of his hand. It's a little bit of dark texture. You just want to be seeing a bit of that. Your hand should be right on that. Exactly where I am right now. That is a perfect position. It's not super lenient. I mean, it's not super precise, but that's a good spot right there. Climb back up, and this is a good spot. Another way you can tell is also what I said before. You can't see any of the pillar to the left of Link's left leg, and you're gonna go and see up. And the way this jump works is exactly the same as the other one works. The angle is not super important. It's more what you do with the angle. So hold straight for the jump and then swivel to an upper right sort of position. And I didn't swivel fast enough, so that's why it didn't work. So let me walk you through it one more time, and hopefully I'll get it at the end of this one. So I'm not quite close enough, so let's move a bit away, side hop, move, line it up, bam. And you can see up for that also. It's kind of slow, I don't like it. Decent position, just gonna move a little bit that way. And there you go. That is your flame skip. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, it is an intimidating trick when you're starting out, but the more you practice it, the better you're gonna get at it. This is really a trick of understanding, not so much execution. Although the muscle memory is very important, it will come with time. Understanding it is very important for this trick. Just knowing the basic mechanics of Link's movement. So if you have any questions, definitely leave them. This was a long video because there's a lot to explain as far as what is going on this trick and the various ways that Link moves. So obviously I probably missed something, so if you have questions or if I messed something up, please let me know in the comments. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I already know how to do these tricks. The videos are for the people who don't, so you know, feel free, ask questions. Sorry this video is so long. Yep, later.